I just wanted to make a quick little it's always I just wanted to make a quick little video. You're a yapper. Just accept that you're a yapper, damn it. Anywho, I don't like making those, there's a style of video on YouTube, right? That people make where it's like, oh, I have no friends, or I got fired from this job, or this and that happened. And like, I never really want to make one of those. You know why? Because they are only temporarily relatable to most people. Like, most people, it's like, oh, damn, so this kind of situation can happen to anyone. And then they click off and, start working on improving their situation. Whereas if you make that kind of content and that's what blows up, there's actually a glass ceiling on most of those people that they're not aware of until they step away from that kind of content. Because you'll notice that most of the channels that do that is like they'll have that be like their viral video, and then the rest of their videos will not do anywhere near as well, which is kind of not normal once you've blown up doing something, because normally the rest of the content that is similar to that content will now have traction and views. It may fall, but not like the way we see it on these channels. The numbers are actually kind of alarming. And so, but it's not just about numbers. See, bearing your soul requires you to go into parts of your mind that you don't really want to, that you may not always want to go into. It requires you to think of like the worst days of your life, basically. And if you keep digging these up, how are you going to feel happy now? So the emotions that you focus on feeling consistently are the ones that recreate, that project into your future. So if that's what you are focusing on now, negativity, that's what's going to happen going forward. Hell, also, who wants to stay stuck in the past? It's like, it's not to knock anyone, because some of these people, it's like it's not the only thing they do and they're going about it the right way, but it's like suggesting that people make that content just so they could have a quick high and maybe a couple months of ad revenue is interesting. I mean, fair enough if you don't care about things like if you don't care about things like your internal happiness or long-term growth or reputations, etc. That's all cool. But like, really, and another thing I think about is, what are you really giving people when you make that kind of content? You're just giving them Schadenfreude. A little bit of Schadenfreude, because for some reason these people are so chronically online that they don't realize that everybody goes through the same things, just in different ways and at different times. Yeah, I don't know how some people made it to some pretty big ages without realizing that. Like, I think I was like maybe 14 when I first heard that, and I'm 26 now. Some people, they're making it to their 30s, 40s even without realizing that, yeah, people go through the same shit. They just bounce back. They just don't dwell. And yeah, I do think that making content about this kind of thing over and over again is dwelling. Like, imagine someone who makes like 100 videos about having no friends. How's that person gonna make friends? Especially if the shtick that's giving them this money is having no friends. Giving them money or giving them views is having no friends. But even the people in the comment sections, they may leave a comment relating, but in a few months, they're not going to, because they're gonna be out with new friends that they made. And it's like, who have you ever seen that's like a super skyrocketed huge creator who is from who just talks about negativity going on in their life in that format? Like on YouTube? No. Like when we think about the people who are at the very, very top of these platforms, even if they started out that way, along the way, as life got better for them, they switched, they changed. I'm just saying, I'm not going to waste my time with that kind of content. And I don't really think that anyone else should either. Unless, of course, you just want a couple months of ad revenue payout. But like, no, work on change. It's not necessary. In fact, why is it even necessary for every, like, it's not your fault if somebody was too dumb to realize that, again, people experience the same things, but just in different ways. That's not your fault. You don't owe anybody. So leave them to it. But yeah, I don't know. I might film on my iPhone a bit more. I do kind of like this. Cause like you can actually see like more of my body now. But yeah, bye.